Hello everyone and welcome back to the channel. We've got ourselves another Unfinity draft booster box here. This is going to be the third opening on the channel of a draft booster box of Unfinity. Just completed the third opening of a collector booster box on Friday. Hopefully you all enjoyed that. I did not. It was not a good box. So here's our box topper, and we've got our 36 packs. Now tomorrow I'm going to be presenting, in addition to a regular pack opening, kind of a comparative analysis of the 3 draft boxes that we've opened on the channel so far, as well as the 3 collector booster boxes of Unfinity. So be sure to subscribe so you don't miss out on that. Now we're going to go through this box really quickly because we've been through Unfinity quite a few times. Everybody knows the cards. And so we're just going to kind of skim through them real quick, get back over to our rares and lands, and kind of take a pause there. So our first rare is going to be a Vidalcan Squirrel Whacker. Then we're going to see ourselves an island with a Clown Extruder information booth and a Sassy Gremlin Blood. So that'll hopefully be the flow for these packs so we can kind of get through these 36 in relatively short order. There are no commons or uncommons currently valued over $1. All right, we've got a Nocturno of Myra's Marvels, and then a Swamp, a Kitty Coaster, Storybook Ride, a Wicker Picker, and then we've got ourselves a Treasure with a Greek Lotus Warrior. All right, hopefully we can get ourselves a shock land in here to make this box really worth it. All right, our rare is going to be a Showcase Devil K. Neville, followed by a Forest. Then we got the Spinny Ride, the Bumper Cars, the Balloon, and a Contortionist Otter Storm. All right, the Ariel Font. And our rare is actually going to be a Mythic, and it's going to be a Mythic Far Out, followed by an Outer Space Plains. Love to see those Outer Space lands. And a Jetpack Death Seltzer. So this box came from a different case than all the others. Oh, there we go. There's a nice hit. We got ourselves a Saw in Half, currently valued just over $7. Awesome to see that. So some true value coming through with a Mountain. Then we got ourselves a Fortune Teller, Roller Coaster, Circuits Act in foil, Clown Robot, and a Cursed Fire-Breathing Yogurt. So if you happen to be a member of the channel or signed up over at MTG Box Analysis, you can still obtain the full inventory of this box opening along with many others, as well as the full downloadable MTG Box Analysis. So we got ourselves a Knife and Death, and then another Island, Haunted House, Concession Stand Food, and a Demonic Tourist Laser. So if you haven't gone over to MTG Box Analysis, really it's kind of like, I don't know, my version of Patreon. I thought the fees on Patreon were a little bit high, so I kind of started my own thing through another company similar to Patreon. Lifetime Pass Holder, Swamp, and a Squidfire Knight. And so over there, I've got a community set up. I've got information for quite a few of the sets. I've got all the videos get posted there 30 minutes before they do on YouTube, so you can see them early. All right, Treacherous Trapezist, Off-Planet Mountain, Weapons Rack, Devil K. Neville, foil rare, and then an Eldrazi Guacamole Tightrope. So over there, you can definitely see all the videos early, but you can also download read-only copies of all of the MTG Box Analysis spreadsheets that I produce for all the box openings on the channel, and download them and kind of really get into the data with me. All right, Hardy of Myra's Marvels with a Plains, Costume Shop, Robot, and a Squishy Sphinx Ninja. All right, this stack's getting a little bit high. I'm just going to move it over there. And I'm going to turn this into one pile. That'll be the pile of cards that I sleeve after the opening. All right, Wolf in Blank's Clothing, the Alpha Guard. Ooh, there we go. All right, Katarina of Myra's Marvels, followed by a Blood Crypt and no inking or errors at the bottom. So very cool to see the Blood Crypt showing up here in non-error form, valued just over $40 in non-foil. So we'll put that in its own little pile right there. Awesome. Then we got ourselves a Cover the Spot. Actually, let me move Katarina over. The Superlatorium and the Midway Mobster in foil with a Mystic Doom Sandwich showing up as our sticker. All right, so we're not even finished with stack number 1, and we've already got ourselves a Shockland. And a pretty good one at that. All right, got a Grand Marshal Macy Mythic showing up. I guess it would help if I put them on screen. Apologize for that. Followed by an Island, Pick-a-Beeble, and then a Werewolf Lightning Mage. All right, last pack to go in stack 1. Crossing my fingers that maybe we can get ourselves 2 Shocklands before the box topper. Those always make for the best boxes. All right, Souvenir T-shirt. An Off-Planet Island. Just love that card. Followed by a Spinny Ride, a Swinging Ship, Clown Robot, and an Unhinged Beast Hunt as our sticker. All right, sliding over into stack number 2, pack 13. Got ourselves a Scooch, Tuscan Whiskers, and another Mythic, Magar of the Magic String showing on up with another Outer Space Lands, the Plains, Spinny Ride, Superlatorium, and a playable Delusionary Hydra. All right, got the Buttoneer, Surprise Party as our rare with a Mountain, Dart Throw, Merry-Go-Round, and a Mythic foil, Vorthos, Steward of Myth. Very nice to see a Mythic foil in the box. And a familiar Beeble mascot. Even if it's truly an unset Mythic, I'm okay with that. All right, got the Boing. Clown Car is going to be our rare for this pack with an Island, Drop Tower, Balloon Stand Squirrel, and a Misunderstood Trapeze Elf. Tell you what, 540 cards really starts to stack up when you only have about 12 inches between the camera and the ground. All right, got ourselves a Crooked Ampanaut, Bar Entry, and we got the longest rare in the set, Form of the Approach of the Second Sun coming in here, followed by a Swamp, Weapons Kiosk, Trash Bin, Ticket Bucket, and Deep Fried Plague Mirror. All right, Gobsmacked and Begidden. All right, Ignacio of Myra's Marvels coming in here with an Off-Planet Mountain. Very nice to see that. Then we got ourselves the Fortune Teller, the Bounce Chamber, and the Discourtesy Clerk in foil with a Clown Robot and an Unsanctioned Ancient Juggler as our sticker sheet. I think by now I should have the whole collection of stickers. Hopefully I'm not missing any. I'll double check. Got ourselves a Bag Check. Done for the Day. Scampire, Omni Clown Colossus, and an On Planet Plains with a Ferris Wheel, Squirrel Attack, the Food Token, and a Phyrexian Midway Bamboozle coming in as our sticker sheet. So this should be right around the halfway point of the box. Please do stay tuned until the end, and I will narrate the MTG box analysis. All right, exit through the gift shop. Another Mythic showing on up here. An Island, Costume Shop, Trivia Contest, Contortionist, and a Sticky Kavu Daredevil. Rolling along here. Making a huge pile of trash behind the camera. All right, our rare is going to be a Soul Performer, a Mountain, Cover the Spot, information booth, non-human cannonball in foil, with a ticket bucket and a Knight Brushwag Ringmaster. Down for repairs. Ambassador Blurpity Blurp Boop. Got ourselves a mobile clone, a forest, Pick-a-Beeble, centrifuge, clown robot, and a space fungus snickerdoodle. So started off hot with our Blood Crypt. Box has gotten a little bit cold. We have seen some outer space lands, but nothing else too exciting. Starlight Spectacular, a swamp, a clown extruder, bumper cars, treasure, and a trained blessed mind. 2 packs remaining in stack 2. All right, another mythic. It came from planet Glurg, coming in here with the planes, the spinny ride, the scavenger hunt, the robot, and an ancient hot dog minotaur. All right, last pack in stack 2. Slide that out of the way. Oh, I see a foil attraction in the back. All right, we got ourselves a Doolittle Caricaturist with a second Shockland. This time we're going to see the Watery Grave coming in here. Very good. Just over $35 in value. Doesn't appear to have any inking or errors in it. So hooray. This is going to be a triple Shockland box with our box topper. Roller coaster. And then we got ourselves a haunted house, a treasure, and an eternal acrobat toast. So I am super excited about getting 2 Shocklands in this box, especially considering the collector booster box that I opened on Friday. Spoiler alert, we saw 0 except for the box topper. But feel free to go back and watch it if you haven't already watched it. I figure it's been 4 days, I can spoil it. All right, we got ourselves a Don't Try This at Home, followed by a forest, kitty coaster, trivia contest, ticket bucket, and a goblin coward parade. All right, so we are in our last stack of packs for this draft booster box. I may open some more next month, but I think I'll pause for the month of November. We do have Brothers War coming up very soon. I'll be ready for that. All right, we got ourselves an exchange of words, a mountain, clown extruder, balloon stand, finishing move in foil, a food token, and a carnival elephant meteor. Has anyone stuck a sticker to their actual card to see if it'll come off 2 weeks later? Has anyone given that a try? I have not. I've thought about it, but then I've also thought about not destroying a card. All right, greatest show in the multiverse. Another mythic showing on up here. Nice to see a saga. And then we got ourselves a swamp with a dart throw, a trash bin, a contortionist, and a unique charmed pants. All right, the unlawful entry, gray merchant, real handful, Vegisaur, and we're going to see the dog employee carnival barker. He does look like a teddy bear. As our rare with a swamp, drop tower, push your luck rare attraction, ticket bucket, and a zombie cheese magician. Don't recall if I've said those words before. All right, we got the line cutter. And we're going to see black hole for our rare. Whoops. There we go. Sorry about that. Black hole for our rare, followed by a forest, costume shop, information booth, and a dart throw foil attraction with the clown robot and a Yawgmoth Merfolk soul sticker sheet. All right, step right up. Then we're going to see balls of fire, squirrel squatters, And a Floros of Myra's Marbles coming in as our rare. With a Plains, Squirrel Attack, Bumper Cars, Treasure, and a Spooky Clown Box as our sticker sheet. All right, just 6 packs to go, I think. Just eyeballing the stack. All right, the Sanguine Sipper, Moxana, Make a Splash, Roxy, Claire de Lune Joy Sculpture with a Mountain, Fortune Teller, Haunted House, a Bar Entry in foil, Teddy Bear, and then a Giant Mana Cake coming in as our sticker sheet. Has anyone ever seen 3 non-foil Shocklands in a box? I have not. Would I like to? Absolutely. All right, we got a Main Event Horizon as our rare with an Off-Planet Forest, the Kiosk, the Stand, the Ticket Bucket, and then a cool fluffy Loxodon coming in as our sticker sheet. I'm sure it's possible to get 3 in a box. I just haven't been able to do it as of yet. All right, Captain Rex Nebula showing up as our rare with an island, a Pick-a-Beeble, Guess Your Fate, Clown Robot, and a Vampire Champion Fury. I almost said Yampire. I don't know what a Yampire is. All right, Motion Sickness, Ballerina, Trigger Happy, followed by an Urza's Funhouse, and a Swamp, and then a Clown Extruder, Roller Coaster, Food, and a Narrow-Minded Baloney Fireworks. That sounds like fun. All right, 2 packs to go. All right, Disembowel, the Autograph Book, followed by Line Prancers, Takashi Elemental, and then a Plains, Kitty Coaster, Memory Test, and a foil Attempted Murder with a Stormcrow and an Elemental Time Flamingo. All right, last draft booster pack of this box. All right, so we've got a Wizards of the Blank, Good Day to Pie, Line Cutter, Petting Zookeeper, Wii Champion, The Circuits Act, Stilt Strider, Complaints Clerk, Octo Opus, The Big Top, followed by another Mythic Plate Spinning, and a regular old On-Planet Forest with a Cover the Spot, Scavenger Hunt, Ticket Bucket, and Urza's Dark Cannonball coming in as our last card. All right, so now let's just make a little bit of room here. Bring our 2 Shocklands to center stage and see what Shockland we're going to get in foil. So we'll just slide that over. And we're going to see a Temple Garden coming in foil. Very cool to see this. Not the highest value Shockland, but that's okay. In a box of 3, I don't know how I can complain. So tons of value in this box. Can't wait to add it all up and go through the MTG box analysis. So I'll go ahead and do that and be back in just a moment. Let's start this MTG box analysis with a look at the set distribution versus the cards observed during the opening. This chart shows the traditional foils that we saw during the opening in orange, the non-foils in green, and the set in gray as the baseline. From the main set, this box contained a variance of 9 between green 61 cards and black 70s. In today's box, we didn't see any foil basic lands like we have in the past, but we did see 2 non-foil borderless shocklands and 1 foil shockland as the box topper. Now let's take a look at coverage. In the non-foil space, we saw 191 unique cards, which accounts for 76% of the main set in this box. Tied for highest coverage from the primary colors of Magic was white, blue, and black, with 94% of the cards in those colors showing up in the box. 71 of 72 of our attractions were unique, which means that we saw 53% of the 135 attraction variants in this box. And we saw no duplicate stickers, which means that we saw 75% coverage of the category. In the foil space, we saw 13 unique cards, which gave us right around 5% coverage of the 251 cards in the main set. Our highest coverage was in red, with 13% of the cards in that color making an appearance in the box. Pivoting the coverage by rarity, in this box we saw 100% of the commons in non-foil. We also saw 90% of the uncommons. We saw 31 rares for 48% coverage and 7 mythics for 27% coverage. In the foil space, we saw 4 commons, 4 uncommons, 2 rares, and 1 foil mythic. We have to talk about duplication. This chart shows the number of cards that were duplicated. In total, 133 cards were repeated 230 times, giving this box a duplication rate of 43%. We also saw 18 playsets of common cards in the box. Before we talk about the value of this box, let's take a minute to look at the potential value of the cards in the Unfinity set. This chart shows all 251 standard cards, plus the 135 attraction variants and the 48 stickers that you're eligible to see in a draft booster box. Nearly a month after launch, the only non-foil cards valued over $10 are the borderless Shocklands. There are 2 other cards valued between $5 and $10, and 13 cards valued between $1 and $5. The remaining 409 cards, if you include all of the variants of the attractions and the stickers, are valued less than $1. Right now, these 251 standard cards, plus attractions and stickers, in their non-foil form have a total market value of $430.97. For comparison, this chart shows all 251 standard cards, plus the 135 attraction variants in their foil pricing. Again, the only cards valued over $10 are the borderless Shocklands. However, instead of just 2 cards valued between $5 and $10, there are 11 in foil. And instead of 12 cards valued between $1 and $5, there are 24 in foil. The remaining 389 foils, however, are valued under $1. The 251 standard cards, plus all the attraction variants in foil, have a total market value of $572.23. Now let's pivot into the observed value of this box, starting off in the non-foil space. We saw 2 cards valued over $10, which were both Shocklands. We saw the borderless Watery Grave at $34.26, and we also saw the borderless Blood Crypt at $39.95. We saw 1 card valued between $5 and $10, which was the Saw in Half. The box also contained 15 cards valued over $1, with 13 of those being basic lands. The remaining 510 non-foils in the box were all valued less than $1. In the foil space, we really only had 1 hit, and that was our box topper, the Temple Garden. In foil, this card has a market value of $22.42. We didn't see any cards valued between $5 and $10, and only 1 foil valued between $1 and $5, which happened to be the 3/6 Haunted House attraction, valued at $3.21. The remaining 11 foils in the box were all valued less than $1. Finally, let's break down the non-foil observed value by rarity using these 2 charts. On the left, we can see the number of cards by rarity and dollar category, and on the right, we can see the total value of the cards. In this chart, we saw 7 mythics. Unfortunately, they only have a total value of $2.83. The 41 rares, on the other hand, have a combined value of $90.03, thanks mostly due to our 2 borderless Shocklands. The 137 uncommons have a total value of $14.89, and the 273 commons have a total value of $17.29. The 34 basic lands in the box have a combined value of $41.13, with about half of that coming from the 7 outer space basic lands. So how did this box perform? Well, I purchased this box from Star City Games a little over a week ago for $85. Today we opened up 36 draft booster packs with 16 cards each, seeing a total of 576 cards plus the box topper. The 36 stickers have a total market value of $9.29. The 36 tokens have a combined value of $2.71. Our 13 foils, including the box topper, have a total value of $27.47. And the remaining 492 non-foils in the box, including the 34 basic lands and the 2 non-foil Shocklands, are currently valued at $166.17. This brings the grand total for the box up to $205.63, which is a gain of $120.63, and means that 242% of the box price was returned in card value. Now, for those of you interested in cards just valued over $2, the numbers look like this. In total, we saw 12 cards valued over $2 in this box, and they have a combined value of $125.89. Thank you so much for watching. Be sure to come back tomorrow when I'll be comparing 3 collector booster boxes side by side, along with this draft booster box and 2 others in a comparative analysis summary. Until then, do something amazing.